whole Earth. So
In the whole
right
Earth,
the whole
right?
Earth, yeah, because universe. I don't really know about the
Who would
universe.
have
But
known?
who
Who
would
would
know?
have known?
Who would
Who
have
would have
known?
known? Finally, after 3 decades, man.
3 decades.
After
Three
three
decades.
Your
decades,
team is
this is
banned.
it. This is the picks and bans for our game number 1. So I do suggest that for the people watching there in their homes, please do get dinner and probably get your coffees or probably your popcorns because we are gonna have a show. Vietnam will ban out the Kaja, and of course Team Philippines, they will respect the X-Board.
Philippines, they're known to go for the early pick-off composition, and
Your
especially
team
with
is banned.
the Pomoceno
Pomoceno.
to the middle lane. They will be playing a very aggressive composition into their lineup. But
Yes.
right now, for Vietnam, they're just picking
Your
out those
team
heroes
is
that
picking.
Philippines can actually just snowball on, and Philippines just banning out the punish heroes that
Yeah.
Vietnam could pick.
Yeah, I like the respect coming in from Vietnam. They are respecting Nepomuceno's Esmeralda.
Para.
Every time he uses that Esmeralda,
Your
I do
team
feel
is
that
picking.
it's probably GG when
Yes.
this guy uses it. But again, that is a very good opening coming in from Team Vietnam. The Harriet has been there, has been always there
Yes,
in Mobile Legends ever since
the world began.
the world began.
Oh,
Ever
of
since
course,
the
of
world
course.
began.
And right now, as we are seeing Philippines here, they are going to pick the Balmond.
No, not yet,
they,
not
they
yet.
just
not
highlighted
yet.
it.
They just highlighted the Brad Bomber.
Oh, okay. Kufra
Kufra.
will be the next probable pick, and
Yes.
they will go for the Granger.
Okay.
And as we all know,
Your
Arcangel, it's
team
one
is
of his
picking.
best picks.
It's his best picks. He will go out with a bang bang right here for game number 1. Meanwhile, Vietnam, hovering in the Masha, who is very viable right now in the meta, getting paired up with other core heroes who can do split push, or probably with a composition that can pull off a 4-to-1 strategy.
The only problem
Masha.
for Vietnam right
Yeah.
now, Manjin,
Your
it's
team
going
is
to be hard
picking.
for them to actually hide their strategy.
Yeah.
Because when you pick a Masha, you always pertain or you always point towards the split push setup.
Definitely. That's why they went for the Grok and they went for the Harriet. The Scrack and Harriet will just go for the early game jungle invade and will hope for this Masha to get herself going in the lane and probably confuse Philippines. But
Your team
Baksha,
is
here we
banned.
go once again.
Anon.
Baksha Anon is here. So we have the Arcangel
Arcangel Granger.
and the Baksha Anon.
Yes.
And the Baksha. Meanwhile, Vietnam, they have the Turbo Masha on their side. They can probably pick Claude right
Yes.
now, or probably a Kimmy to match up with this fast pace of gameplay. But in terms of team fights, you have the Kufra and the Dead
Your
Sonata
team
for the
is
side of
banned.
Team Philippines.
I actually agree with you on that. If Vietnam picks the Kimi, they have a better chance at winning the early game. Now, for the side of the Philippines, I'm not really saying that they're gonna have a hard time with the Kimi. It's just they don't really have a counter now. And if they're gonna pick a Lolita, they don't really have that space since Baksha and Kufra were picked at the third and second slots.
But if
Your
you're gonna
team
think
is
about it,
picking.
Butters, whenever the Baksha comes in with the Shield Force Unity after the stun, the Kufra can just easily reach out heroes with the Tyrant's Revenge. So in terms of team fights from afar, Philippines clearly has the upper hand. Meanwhile, Vietnam, they want to remove all of the sustain. Like for example, yesterday, you have the Tams for the side of Philippines. So they are respecting the Stamps and Esmeralda composition with the Baksha.
I was actually thinking that it was
Your
going to be the
team is
Chang'o
picking.
for the side of the Philippines, because we have this trend that when you pick the Granger alongside the Chang'o, it is going to be it's going to be a very easy matchup. But they go for the Lunox. They don't really have that setup in which they can serve the Lunox skills in a silver platter.
Yes.
But the thought is still there because the Grok won't really be a bully if there's a Lunox on the map.
Definitely, they will remove that. But again, I do feel the Team Philippines, they want to go for the aggressive type of gameplay with the true damage coming in from the Lunox and of course the Dead Sonata
Akai.
criticals. Meanwhile, Vietnam,
team
they
is
hovered
picking.
in the Valier there, but they opted to go for the safe play Akai to counter out this type of team fight game style that Philippines do want. But again, we're seeing the Cho hover here.
Okay. Cho,
Is this a
Leomord?
Cho or is this a Leomord?
I actually prefer the Leomord here
Mm-hmm.
as to not put any pressure onto the Cho because the Cho will actually go 1v1 in the Masha.
Yeah.
And whoever gets the better early game, he will be controlling the split push of the game. And right now, they're just gonna go for it.
Yeah.
They just say, Kenji, Vilya, just go
Hey,
with that.
Vilya, do your Cho.
Do your Cho.
Do your Cho, Vilya. Actually, this show will go for the high and dry and go, like what you've said, go 1v1 with the Masha. After the Way of the Dragon, he will just leave him be. Of course, if you are dealing with a Masha composition, for your team to get her, to get him, to get that player, you need crowd controls. And what better crowd control there is, you have is the Way of the Dragon with this show, right?
So you have a lot of pick of potential here for the side of the Philippines, but Vietnam, they are more well-rounded in terms of the team fights. They have the late game insurance with the Claude.
Yes.
So I think both of the teams got what they wanted, and I would really side in terms of draft here on the more well-rounded composition. But right now, let us head on to the land of dawn. This is Vietnam versus the Philippines. Game number 1, best of 3.
All troops deploy, says the girl announcer of the game. That is, of course, the Harriet in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Team Philippines will confuse them out. That is, of course, Castamayor going for a classic support here with Nepomuceno in the mid lane. So both of the teams going in safe in the first parts of our game.
Okay, but look at this. Castro Mayor just trying to zone them out. Nguyen here onto the top lane, the Masha.
Yeah.
He is going to be the one who's going to try and contest the farm here of Arcangel.
Speaking of contest, that is a contest here being done by Team Philippines for the first statue shocker of our game. Meanwhile, Vietnam will secure their own core guard here, plus the Crammer for Mr. Pam BT. That is, of course, Villa with a signature Cho. Having a high and dry emblem, like what you've said, they need to control Nguyen's Masha here.
And Bataanan here, harassing Nguyen for a bit. The Masha right now is just trying to get away, but look at that, 3 in a row. It will hit that Masha.
It will hit that Masha, and plus they will go for that extra crab coin. In the bottom lane, Dean, he wants to go for the score guard here, but Anon guarding his own core guard.
Holding the line.
Arcangel is here, lurking. That is the first salmon force of our game. But Anon falling low. Who will get the core guard? Core guard is still alive, but Anon will fall. Din with a good first blood right here, plus securing his buff, plus getting this Crammer. So that is an immediate lead coming in from the core of Vietnam. But meanwhile, Philippines will have their own value exchange. They will give Nepomuceno this early lead in the bottom lane as well.
Nepomuceno really known to put the pressure onto the map, and as we all know that he really likes playing aggressively.
Yep.
As to Villa right now is just gonna try and be passive. And the only problem right now for the side of the Philippines is they're not in the position to actually contest this turtle. They only have but look at that! Arcangel with the 3-pointer!
With a 3-pointer, Arcangel for a 3, like what you've said. Of course, Townsend Powder out for this Akai. Arcangel with a flicker in, and one more bullet to the face. That is the Harriet down, 3-1 in favor of Team Philippines.
And gunshots being thrown left and right here. Arcangel just throwing everything onto the map. And Arcangel, wow!
Arcangel, man. Arcangel, it means Archangel in English.
But
he has the angel on his side, man.
But he's not from Archangel.
Yes, of course, there's a team. There is a team. There's his team. And the problem right there for Team Vietnam is they don't have any focus fire on who to target in getting that turtle take. So they were kind of confused. Are they going to fight or are they going to get that turtle?
Okay, as we are seeing into the map, the Nguyen connection.
The Nguyen
connection isn't really going for this team. And look at that, Order of Brilliance to stop the PAM from actually setting up perfectly. And look at Nepomuceno with a sticker.
With a sticker, the swag plays. The Filipino swag, but PAM is just buying his time. That is, of course, the first kick of the game. Nguyen for it 1 will fall down. Arcangel just throwing in all the bullets right there. But again, there's going to be another skirmish here. The jungle side, Tyrant's Rage won't do anything. Team Vietnam, they're running for their lives. Then will pop up another first kill. But Team Philippines will secure the next core guard of this game.
Whatever well-rounded draft Vietnam throws at with the Philippines, it seems to me that Arcangel is really playing out of his mind right now, and he's just throwing those Death Sonatas, those Rhapsodies,
Yeah.
at the perfect positions. So it's really stopping Vietnam from
Initiate
taking a
retreat.
fight.
Yes, this is
Turtle
Arcangel
resurrecting
in beast
soon.
mode right now, Mr. Butters. 4 minutes in our game. We are now going to the mid game. That is, of course, the Turtle and the top lane. Team Philippines, they don't have any setup here. So as Team Vietnam, they're just buying time for a Pam and of course Nguyen MH to do the split mechanic, to do the split push technique, Mr. Butters.
Nguyen connection.
Nguyen connection.
Castro Mayor, Alan Jr. getting caught out. Bouncing ball is here. Nguyen and the Nguyen and the other Nguyen.
Yeah, the Nguyen connection is not paying off right now. Here we go. Spinaruni's coming in for the side of Team Vietnam, but Arcangel, you won't die here. Mr. Akai just refuses to die as well. Meanwhile, Bataanon is just soaking up all of the damage. Arcangel will fall down because of this smash up flank. Bataanon tanking in more damage here. Here comes the shots coming in
Look
from
at
the
this.
Claude. Bataanon, they see me rolling. They hate it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Bataanon
Bataanon.
is trying to paint the floor red, but
Yes.
at the same time, he wasn't really in the position to secure the kill, so he just went back.
Yeah, he just went back.
And
He just went for the jeepney moves, man.
he just went for the escape.
The escape.
And
The escape.
the thing about the Philippines, Team Philippines right now, they are really just trying to, stall the game for a bit. And Vietnam, they're trying to force out the fights because
Yes.
they know in the early parts or the later parts of the game, they will have a certain disadvantage
Yes.
against Arcangel because Arcangel had a good early game.
Definitely, definitely. And of course, they lack the damage right now. That was a good pin down of the Hurricane Dance and as an astonishing blazing duet to
Yes.
follow it up. But again, the damage lack. And look at Bataanon! Taguro mode!
Wait,
Bataanon
he's just
is
staying
here!
there. Wow, and just staying there, Arcangel there with the Death Sonata, and that is going to be a lot of skills getting thrown out
Oh
here.
no!
He is the next target, and Din will go down. And look at this,
Look at-
holding the line.
Holding that, Bataanon is not teaming, holding his phone! That's how good he is, man! Taguro mode! Bataanon!
Bataanon, wow, just staying there, just holding the line, hugging everyone. Bataanon here, what is he doing?
What is he doing? Just like in Yu Yu Hakusho! Just like in the animes,
Just like-
Taguro mode, ladies and gentlemen! Oh!
He got, that's hit and
Turtle
run.
resurrecting
That's hit and run, the
soon.
hit and run,
Hit and run. Run. Once someone hits you, you run because you might go down.
You might go down, you might fall down. 2-6 is our score. 7 minutes into the game. Team Philippines, they are controlling the tempo. Dean, he wants that power spike, but he's not yet there. This is the third turtle of the game. This is Arcangel and Nepomucenu's game right now. But again, Bataanon. Man, this
Bataanon.
Basha. I was mistaken yesterday. I said that the Philippines doesn't know how to play the Basha, but man, Bataanon proved me wrong, man.
Okay. Nguyen here, well, we do know how to play the Baksha. It's just that we're not really picking it in the situations
Definitely.
that are, that takes advantage.
Yes, but Bataanon is just uncanny right now. Man, just like what Takuro said, even if you guys gather me up,
Okay.
you cannot finish me.
And the thing about SEA Games is, what do we have as a motto?
What?
Sama-sama SEA Games, and that means together at SEA Games.
Together forever.
And as Bataanon says,
But
gather everyone.
gather everyone. I can take you all. Vietnam, they're falling right now. This is the Vietnam defense that we're seeing here. But look at Bataanon walking with swag once again.
That's the swag walk.
The swag walk,
literally
the swag walk.
That is literally the swag walk. And Philippines right now just raining on their parade. Vietnam here just really trying their best to defend this. They will take out the minions, but how long can they hold?
How long can they hold the line? But look at Bataanon.
He knows that nobody can take him down right now. That's why he's so confident.
He can actually stand there and make coffee and then just play again, right?
Yeah, and probably wait his wait for his laundry.
Wait for his laundry, or probably...
You can do a lot of stuff when
Yes.
you're not doing anything. And that's what Bataanon is showing us, multitasking.
That's multitasking.
Multitasking.
That's multitasking. If it's allowed, he
Lord,
can go for the
resurrecting
alt tab,
soon.
and he can even status out in Facebook. He can even post on Twitter. He can go for the tweets right now. That's how confident Bataanon is in this game. Meanwhile, Team Vietnam, they need an answer. They need to deal with this Basha pick. Man, this is just looking hard for their team. They need an outplay.
And look at the discipline between the two teams. You have Team Vietnam here knowing that they cannot fight right now, so they don't go out of their base. But right now, they actually find the perfect setup. But Nguyen here on the Masha, he can't really get the kill on Vilya because Vilya really has items.
Yes, man, Vilya. It's not about Bataanon, of course. It's about the control coming in for the whole team of Team Philippines. The Cho pick off, the Lunox damage, the Granger crits. Man, so what is the key right now for Vietnam?
The key for Vietnam right now is to try and get a turret.
Right?
Look at the turrets here for the side of the Philippines. They're unscathed.
Oh my.
Vietnam
my.
haven't touched
Yes.
any of the turrets here on the side of the Philippines.
Plus they lack the damage. Here we go. That is the Hurricane. That's what Turkang Hell with his swag flicker. But the Anon is here with the rollout. Here comes Villa dashing in, dashing out. He wants to get Nguyen part 1. But Nguyen will just walk away. Team Philippines, they're waiting for the Lord. They want a set of Vilya as
Vilya,
well.
okay.
Vilya as well. Hey.
Yeah, okay.
But the Anon is not the only gangster here, man.
Okay, so right now, Castro Mayor going in, Alan Jr. being the Alan he is. Okay, they're actually fighting right now.
They're fighting right now. That is the Lord inside the base. Arcangel will go for the dead zone. That is, of course, the Hurricane Dance. Who will he pin? Here comes another ultimate coming in with the Claude. But man, Team Philippines, they're cleaning the house. They're going ham, and they want to end this. Team Vietnam, no damage whatsoever.